Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Food Buffet Report. We're still here.
We're back.
We're trying. We're
We're
trying our
back.
best.
Well, here we are in front of another plate of delicious foods. Tell us about it, Aaron.
When you go to the buffet, do you get 2 plates at once or just one?
I would only get one plate at a time, but perhaps they got one and then another and came back so they could have a salad and their entree plate with the gravy.
Do people really do that? 1 bite of salad and then 1 bite of hot food?
I don't know. Maybe there is. I guarantee there's a definitely a thought process when you go to the buffet. For some people, they're planning and thinking their strategy. Look at the rings on the table, the wet rings. See them?
Yeah.
By the spoon. And then
Yeah.
the other looks like. Remember when you see a snail or a slug and it would have that trail of like wetness? That's what it looks like. Slug wetness. Snail. What is that when they do that? Because the snails are slimy, right? They're
Yeah.
wet. They leave a wet trail of. Is it just their sweat? What is it? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Well,
This isn't snail trail report, so
You
I
look
didn't study for this.
You look smart. That's the thing. You look really smart, but you're not.
Well,
I mean, I thought you were smart enough to answer the snail question.
I'm smart enough to talk about a lot of things, but just because I don't know everything that you might come up with at the top of your head doesn't mean I'm not smart. And I like to think that I have experience smarts or wisdom because things, sure, you can know a lot of fun facts about things, but I think experience wisdom is probably more valuable and I'd want more of that. So I'm smart in that regard.
Good. But you didn't know the snail, and I don't know the snail thing either. But I don't claim to be that smart.
Well, I don't claim to be smart either. You just told me that I was smart, so you're claiming that I'm
I
smart.
said you look like you're smart. You have a look, like a smart look.
You have known me for many years now. I think about 10 years we've known each other. So you would know if I'm smart or not by now, I think.
Well,
So
I mean,
what do you
I guess.
think? Am I smart?
Not about snails or slug drippings, whatever they are. Someone's got to know. Someone will chime in on the comments.
It might be worth inviting other guests onto the show to talk about their experiences with buffets because we've talked about our buffet experiences for many years, but we're not really having any buffet experiences by doing the show like this. So what should we do about that, do you think?
You mean we don't actually go to buffets?
No, we don't. Is this still, after 6 years of doing this, is this still sustainable?
Was it ever? I mean, sustainable just means that you're still doing it. And to your point, I think that there's financially we couldn't afford to go to buffets because we don't have that much money. Even though we're smart, we just couldn't go to buffets over and over again. So we use the photos on the internet, and those are endless.
Not to mention our health would suffer, I think, if we went to buffets.
True. So this model is actually the most sustainable of the buffet review shows that are out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's sustainable in the sense that we would probably never run out of pictures from buffets around the world.
I know, because people are always taking pictures. Like, what did this person think? Were they proud? They're proud of what they've done here, and they were like, let me take a photo and put it on the internet. No one even knows we talk about their stupid buffet plated foods. the actual people that that post it never know.
Do we maybe want to bridge that gap somehow? How would we bridge that gap? How would we make the people that upload these photos aware that we're talking about their photo on the show? I don't know if there's any way to do that.
Like an early warning system for buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we've spent the majority of this show just not even focused on what's right there in front of us, which is the buffet bounty.
I'm okay with that.
Look at my hand. Look at my fingers. Look how wrinkled they are. Look at that. God. What does my hand remind you of on the buffet?
Something deep fried.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought more like a dried out meat.
Maybe crab legs.
crab, crab legs. Yeah. Some people go just for that. There's certain things that people will go just to the buffet for that the buffet will definitely talk and promote. Like the buffets never ever promote the croutons. It's never like come to the buffet for our fresh made croutons. Crab legs, carving station, what else? Chocolate fountain. These are the draws.
Live cooking.
Live cooking, correct?
Yeah.
And then stations, different themed, Italian, Canadian, what else? Baked beans. What else? What other countries? Asian. What else?
We've talked about this before, but I haven't seen a lot of Greek buffets.
Probably owned by Greeks. Greeks are thick in the restaurant business, and they cook all types of foods, not even just Greek. Some of the best restaurant operators and owners are Greek, and they have a variety of types of foods, not just, you wouldn't even know.
Do you think with the rising costs of food that the buffet model is getting less popular? You think buffets are having difficulty surviving because of the high cost of food these days?
Now we're getting really serious. They always have. In the South, they've always been pretty popular. In southern states, because labor costs are cheaper, things are maybe a little bit less expensive. So they were able to thrive in the South. Piccadilly, Luby's Cafeteria, Morrison's. What else? There was a whole bunch of them down in the South. Luby's, famous one that I used to go to.
We've talked about Luby's before on previous episode. If you would like to watch that episode, I'll put a link here. I think a lot of people probably watch this show, but they've only joined us recently and they haven't really gone into our back catalog of episodes. So every once in a while we have to mention our back catalog.
Which is for sale.
No, it's not.
It is. No. I mean, well, it could be. It's like Bob Dylan sold his library of music. Could we sell our library of buffet videos and the royalty stream that comes with it?
You know, I want to say, it's a little too early for that. But we've been doing this for almost 6 years. And I think our time has come.
It has.
Yeah.
People talk about dealing with failure and adversity. You know, part of that is you have not just failure. All we've had for the show the entire time we've been doing it is failure, right?
Right.
But yet we keep going. Right.
You know how many rights I've probably had to edit out over the years?
Well,
you basically say right at the end of every sentence as if you're saying something and you're not 100% confident about it and you need my approval. But on a very subconscious level, you need my approval for every sentence that you utter on this show.
Right.
Have a little more confidence in your knowledge. You're a smart guy.
Right.
You look smart.
Right.
Do you want to talk about the gravy?
Well, I see two types of gravy, a darker brown and a lighter brown. And the darker brown gravy looks like to me it flowed down over the mashed potatoes, but it stopped. See how it stopped at the bottom?
Yeah.
And it just didn't keep going. You see? It's just stopped.
I see it. I see it.
It's down. Do you think it's because the plate is old and kind of, maybe they're plastic or maybe they're porcelain plates? I can't tell. But when they use a plate for a long, long time, like 5,000 or 6,000 times, it gets scratchy. You know what I mean? The glaze wears off, or if it's made of plastic, or it starts to get scratchy. And I feel like that scratchiness stopped the gravy. Like the gravy was stopped by the old plate.
Kind of like the back of your hands. How they're all scratchy.
Scratchy. Look at that healthy salad, though. I love what they've done with that.
It's raw vegetables, though. They have plant toxins.
Oh, God. They're poisonous. Poisonous. Vegetables are poisonous.
All right. Well, this has been
It's our first show back, man. Let's give us a little grace, right? Right?
I feel like every episode is our first show back. We need some momentum here.
We don't have it.
Yeah.
We don't have it.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like these types of videos where we say we're going to talk about buffets, but we end up talking about other more philosophical topics.
Yes, you never know where it's going to lead, right?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.